everyone, and welcome back to High Button Sports here as we get set for some more Chebucto AA action taking place here at the St. Margaret's Bay Arena. And we're just waiting for the puck drop in here as the teams get set, and we've got the 6-1-1 Chebucto AA team here going up against TASA. We were here a couple weeks ago on a familiar Wednesday night, and we'll be back here tonight in just a few minutes. We're ready to go here. It's, like I said, this Chebucto team looks to add to their first place in the standings. And we are just about set to go as we head to center ice. Wait for the final winger to arrive. And we are off here as Cranston wins that faceoff back to the left side. Picked up in the zone by Henneberry. Henneberry holds on and over to Chip. Chip picks up on that, and he's going to work it in the offensive end. That one gets chopped ahead forward and then backhanded the opposite way there by TASA. It'll be a foot race to it the other side, and Douglas going to be the only D-man back as that puck gets cut out in front, working to the outside, scores. Just 24 seconds in, they wrap that around the left side, and that'll be an early lead here for TASA as it was a 2-on-1. That was just Douglas back there on the back end, and early in this one, Chebucto's got some work to do as getting out of the zone there in a hurry. And puck dropped in there once again, and it's worked forward off the left side, but then back the other way. Two top teams in the league here going at it, so it'll be a good matchup here tonight as that puck gets wrapped in behind, picked up behind the net there. Looking for a lane and holding on to it as Metledge pressures in behind, and that one bounces off the stick there on the right side. Sutcliffe then plays that back over to the right. Wrapped around the other side of the net and into the half wall, picked up by Castonguay as he sends that down the left, and then worked out in front just off the stick there at Metledge. Down the right side, and now TASA bringing that puck out of the zone, but stopped by Jollymore. Jollymore grabs that puck, and he'll go tumbling down there, and it gets turned over in the zone, and a shot there. He rushes to the block, so good job making up for that mistake as he lost an edge. In behind the net there, Jollymore pressuring and gets that puck out, worked up to Sutcliffe on the right side. He goes down. Cutting up through the zone now on the right side. Looking for a lane to the net, shot in, that one hits a stick. Into the back right corner by Metledge, and then back to the line. Jollymore winds up with a big slap shot. That one along the ice gets stopped in its tracks, and it's set down the right side for the icing, and we'll head back the other way here with 8:13 left to go in the first period. TASA on the board early, and this will be the last tune-up game before Chebucto heads to Cape Breton for the weekend. Big tournament for them as hot start to the year here in the standings. Looking to see if they could take that to what would be northern Nova Scotia, my mistake. Northern Nova Scotia, and get the win out there as that puck worked into the left side. McDonald has that bounce off the stick. Pelham goes in to help as Lorette then works it into the left side, and he'll get kind of jumped on and lose the puck as now TASA turning on the Jets up the middle. Up the left side and just onside, worked into the half wall and then turned back the other way and sent on down the middle. That one will go for an icing, so an icing apiece here to start out the game. 3D on the bench there for Chebucto as the extra, so 5 total. Keep an eye on that as might cause some problems to the setup pairings. That one back, and that one's going, and it splits the middle as Chebucto gets a break getting that out of their end. Hustled back for TASA, and then ricocheted that off the boards. It somehow gets out as Lorette then backhands it back the other way as Pelham tries to work it forward. Pelham grabs it and down the right side. Stop up play there, worked in between the middle. Now Lorette sends that in, and that'll be covered up as the first real shot there for Chebucto since the start of this game, with 7:20 to go in the first, and a couple of whistles here to get us going. As we head out to center, and it'll be Cranston there to take the draw. I believe Cranston's first shift of the game is that one. Worked over to the right side and chased after in the zone. Cranston has that fall back behind his stick. Back to the line is Jollymore with a nice little chip pass down to Cranston on the right side, and he does a little stutter step to the left. Cranston down to Chip. Chip picks up on that, but it bounces off his stick and it'll be worked into the right corner. McPherson on it. McPherson gets that back to Jollymore. Jollymore holds. He'll send that. It'll be over to the left side and just off the stick of Cranston. It was almost a really friendly bounce. Back to Henneberry, who fights to keep it in and hits his skate. Down once again and worked back the other way. Jollymore will catch up to that, and that'll be an icing call. It will head back to the offensive end here for Chebucto. Cranston's really turned it on here in the last few games with 2 shorthanded goals against Halifax, and then at least one last game against Sackville at the Sackville Arena this past Monday night. That one gets past Chip's stick, and Cranston pressures that forward. Off the left side, he's going to try to look for him behind. Chip grabs it and sends it back the other way. Cranston now looking for a lane out in front. He'll hold on to it. Worked in front. Jollymore's pinched all the way down in the zone, and that'll get by. And that'll be sent down for a delayed icing as the goalie comes out to touch it. So McSween cancels out the 4th icing of what would be the 4th icing of the game as Jollymore circles back. Jollymore off the left side. That one whipped up in the zone and picked up, tried to center that. That one goes through some skates and they're going to grab it on the right. Jollymore now with it. He'll flick that up the right side. Jollymore again, is he chasing that puck up the right side of the ice there. Down in behind the net there, and it's going to be sent back around the opposite side. Sutcliffe, Sutcliffe out there. I keep getting him and Surratt mixed up. I have a Surratt there on Bedford, like I said, and I think that's the 2nd game in a row, but that is Sutcliffe. That one's sent in and hits a stick over to the right side, and class back there as they try to catch the man McPherson as he's exhausted, and now they're gonna have to work to get that out down the left side. Cranston grabs it over to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe entering the zone with it, tries to center that one out front. It gets hit away as Chebucto's now turned it on a little bit, not letting too many offensive chances against them in the past few minutes after that early goal. On the left side, Sutcliffe grabs it, worked into the middle, and Metledge misses it back to Castonguay. Castonguay sends that in down the right side. It'll be stopped up, and now TASA up the middle. Into the skates. Sutcliffe now on the right side. Bounces that one low. Now cutting out to the center of the ice here, TASA. Looking for a lane to the net, and a nice sweeping stick there to take away that puck is Castonguay. And we'll have our first power play of the game here as it looks like Chebucto going to the box for tripping. And that'll give me a chance to use my graphic here, as it is. So it'll be a TASA power play. 2 minutes on the board there with 4:34 left to go in the first. We have Pelham out there on the draw. Worked over the right side, sent in. Back around the opposite side. Picked up by Sutcliffe as he pokes that puck ahead just to center ice. TASA then tries to whip that over to the right side. It's picked off, and now Keeping sends that down. Castonguay grabs that and works it up the left side. Metledge goes down and took a hard fall there as TASA sends that in, and a save there as Douglas there to pick up the trash after. No garbage goals on that play as that one gets worked back to the right side. Minute 21 left in the power play. Circle back and shakes the man off here, Metledge, and now time on the right side for TASA, and a big save there by McSween as he gets out, and then over a hard pass from behind the net misses, and now they're going to skate that down the right side. Sutcliffe deep in the zone now, and then wrapped around. They try to find him on the left side. Pelham then out there. That back to McDonald. McDonald over to the right side. Looking for a pass there front. Minute left in the power play, so they're still down a man. Deep in the zone, trying to get that out. Now it'll be TASA up the left side. TASA skating hard. Looking for a lane to the net. They shake him off. Breakaway down. That hits the post and in. as he gets around him on the right side. And in the back of the net, and with 37 seconds left in the power play, that'll find the mesh. And it'll be 2-1 now, TASA. As they head back to center ice, or 2-0 here, TASA, as they head back to center ice. And it'll be 2-0 here with 3:11 left to go in the first. Lorette in the middle, that one licked over to the left side. Picked up in the zone and flicked out. Jollymore is going to chase after that puck. And that'll go down for an icing, so we'll head to the other end here with 3 minutes on the button left in the first period here. 2-0 TASA. Game started with a quick goal for TASA, and then Chebucto maintained possession for about 5 minutes, couldn't get one in the back of the net. And then the penalty kill with less than a minute to go. TASA makes good on it. There's that one over to the left side. Worked in towards the half wall, back to the line now, looking for a shot. That one will bounce around the zone and take a bounce off a skate into the right corner. Pelham works that back, and it's going to be caught up to a nice grab there on the defensive end by Castonguay. Now Henneberry walks in, he'll shoot. That puck's still loose in front. They battle away for it, still on it. Castonguay now shoots in low. That puck's still loose again. Pelham backhanded over to Lorette. Lorette trying to catch up to that one on the left side. Back to the line, and it'll get by Henneberry with a good little offensive pressure there in the last 30 seconds by Chebucto with 2 good chances. Lorette has that fall off his stick. Back into the zone, and Henneberry will chase, and that'll be an icing there, and we'll head back into the TASA end with 2:17 to go in the first. Pleased to bring you this game here tonight on the windy Wednesday night here in St. Margaret's Bay / Tantallon, the old rink out here, played on many a times, a staple if you've played against TASA. There isn't too many other home rinks around here, so pretty much this is it, this fountain ice. So that one worked in and just kept in onside. Leaves the puck behind though, and they try to get that down the left side. Grabbed by Jollymore, he circles back, and he fires that one out the right side, right onto Krantz's stick. Good connection there. Cutting down the ice there on the left side, stopped up. Try to get that one into the skates, and Douglas getting on it, chip on it. Down the left side now. Grabbed and sent around the boards. Cut off by Cranston. It'll fall back to Jollymore, and he'll take a shot in. That'll catch a body before it hits the net. Worked out in front. Step into the right side, looking for a shot. Cranston shoots, and a big blocker save, as that was the first Cranston ripper of the game. Known for that big shot as he tries to muscle that puck forward. He's got him on the left side. Chip there open. Chip shoots, and that one over the net. Great opportunity there for young Andy Chip, number 3 out there. As that gets sent back in the zone, now Douglas picks up on it. Douglas fans on that clear out. On the right side, they try to work it out front, and it looks like we'll have a penalty here. A hooking call. And it seems as though Chebucto will get their first power play here with 55.3 seconds to go in the first. Looking to bring this game within 1. And we'll await puck drop here. Here on the left side. 55.3 to go. 2-0. That one back. And false start, I suppose, as Metledge tried to win that back, and Henneberry had possession there. That one back to the line, swung on the left side. Sutcliffe works that over to the right. Held on to by McDonald. McDonald plays that into Henneberry in the middle, and then they chase that out of the zone. Picked up and ricocheted off the boards there, in between the legs, and sent on down. In behind the net now. Grabbed and worked over to the left side, trying to advance that puck. Strife then up the left. He'll look for a lane to the net, cutting down there with 14 seconds left to go in the first, 1:17 left to go in the period. Ricocheting off the boards. Back to Henneberry on the line. Henneberry stepping in, shoots that one, tipped in front. They're gonna look for the rebound and they score. With 3 seconds left, they score on the power play. Good job putting that in the back of the net. Sutcliffe, as they stuck with that puck as it bounced down. And we got 1-goal game now. .7 left to go in the first. 1-goal game here. One over and drop back in the zone, and that'll be the end of the period here. So we'll head into the second period with a late goal and a 2-1 lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds for that. Don't go anywhere. Worked into the center ice here. Get ready for the start of the second period. That one worked back into the center. Down the left side, shot in, and get it beaten on the back end as Jollymore there to pick up that. And worked it up the right side to Pelham. Pelham advancing that forward. It's chopped at down the left side now. Moving that puck forward. Jollymore's going to get tied up along the boards. And that'll get worked out and poked away by Lorette. Over to the right side, center back. Picked up by Pelham now as he's getting swarmed by TASA players in the middle. Down the right side and backhanded on. Back to the line and flicked back the other way. The delayed offside as they're trying to switch on forward, and that'll come back to hurt the Chebucto squad as the offside is called. And we'll wait this here as that one gets worked over to the right side. Back to Douglas. Douglas holds, that one goes through the skates. Into the offensive end, now Cranston steps in, he'll shoot that one and it'll get knocked aside with a hard shot and low. Back of the zone and hauling the man down. It'll be back to the power play here for Chebucto as McPherson went down in a heap there on the right side. So 2 power play opportunities in close succession here for the Chebucto squad as they look to even this one up. That one over to the right side. McPherson tries to get it, but it gets sent out past Douglas, and then they're gonna have to hustle after that in the zone. Douglas grabs that puck and works it around to McPherson. McPherson over to Chip. Chip's now going to try to cut that in down the right side. Chip gets hauled down. Cutting towards the middle now down the right side, Anderson. Anderson backhands that on. In behind the net now, picked up by Douglas. Douglas works that over to Chip on the left side. Chip grabs, looking for a pass to the middle. He sees one and it bounces off some skates, and a couple friendly bounces over to McPherson on the right side. McPherson shoots that in front and takes a funny bounce into the back of the net. 2 power play goals here for Chebucto, and we are all squared with 7:59 to go in the second period. And that'll be 2-2. as he just tried to center that one out in front, and you know what they say, puck's on net. Ends up in the back as the goalie not down in a butterfly position. Stick handling and down the right side over to the left, trying to advance that forward. Now onto the stick of TASA, and they work. Big rebound there in front. Shot, score! Getting that one right back with a big rebound out. And make no mistake, that one's in the back of the net. 3-2 TASA. Center ice now. Metledge will be on the dot. One back over to the left side. Jollymore picking up on that in the zone and holding on to it. He'll whip that around the opposite side. Trying to advance that puck forward now into Metledge's gear, and now Jollymore with it as he cuts down the middle and over to the left side now. Bringing that just offside there by a hair. As the defense, Jollymore tried to bring that puck in. We'll be ready for the whistle here as Metledge on the draw. That one over to the right side. Sutcliffe then trying to work it forward, falling down, and that'll be another penalty here to TASA. The strife goes down in a heap, and it'll be another opportunity for their third power play goal and a chance to tie it up. A couple tripping calls in this game. Maybe something down there on the ice. The guy's getting hung up out there, and 7:20 left to go here in the second. Lorette now taking the draw. Lorette wins that back over to the left side. Back to Castonguay. Castonguay shoots it down. It gets worked out front. That a hard shot, and it goes under the pad. And a perfect opportunity to start the power play. Gets stopped in its tracks. And we always got to keep an eye on the rink clock. 50 minutes of allotted time, and this game has had a lot of whistles here so far. That one back to Castonguay, and that one misses on the pass, and now it'll be TASA back the other way. A clear-cut breakaway, headed down, working to the right side, shoots, scores! Back in the net there for the shorthanded goal, and that'll be 4-2 with 7:04 left to go in the second. As that one just snuck by the stick. And they'll stay on the power play here, but they've given up one. And it's back to a 2-goal lead here for the TASA team. 1:44 left to go in the power play. Worked over to the left side. Center ice. Trying to work it in. Stick handle now down the left side, working to the outside. Now work to front, slapped on, and a good chance there. Trying to work it out in front. Flicked back around. Douglas grabs. Douglas over to the left. Jollymore grabs. He'll take a big shot from behind. That one worked out in front. Puck still loose. They couldn't get that in. And now TASA sends it down the middle. Over to the right side. 1:05 to go in the power play. Circling back behind the net, into the skate there, and turn over as Douglas tried to get it, and then Chip, the forward, diving back. That TASA still with it as that's poked aside. Now trying to get it out in front, and it's off. Over to McPherson now. McPherson grabs it. That one misses the stick and will be sent back down the opposite end. 37 seconds left to go in the power play. Onto the stick there on the right side. Trying to advance that puck forward. Ricocheting off those end boards. Over to Jollymore. Jollymore just gets his skates on that. As they try to work it out. Cranston then plucking it. Cranston in to the left side. Down the left side again, looking for a pass maybe in front. No, we'll take the shot, and that one will be knocked away and knocks the goalie's stick off, and TASA squad didn't really like that as they came in. Entering the zone here as they're waiting for the change. 6 seconds left to go in the power play. 2 power play goals and a shorthanded given up. It's been all special teams here tonight. They'll work that puck forward. Into center, that one worked back to Sutcliffe as he turns around, and he'll look to center that one out in front and steer it aside and then cover it up. One of the tougher things in this league is the rebound control, and this TASA goaltender looks to have some pretty solid rebound control, so it's something to keep an eye on as the game goes forward. Power play now over, so we're back to 5-on-5. Into center. That one worked back the other way. McDonald swipes at it, then over to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe grabs it and ricochets that off the half wall. Back to the line, held on to. Over to McDonald on the right side. That one steered away. Worked over now. Strife, he'll pick up on that and he'll go down in a heap. Over to the right side now as that one bounces in behind, and now they go down. Metledge down, and so 2 trips in the zone. Maybe lending itself to my theory that there's something up with the ice here, is circling back around the left side. Strife has that fall into his skates. Worked back in the zone off a shin pad. Back in through center. Swept on and into the middle now. Down the right side there and caught up to. It'll head back in, and that will be an icing. So haven't had an icing here in a little bit, but there's one. 4:21 left to go in the second. Worked into the right side, picked up in the zone. Try to get that back to the line. It's worked ahead by TASA, but now Pelham sends it in down the left side. That one turned over. Back the other way. In onside now as it's cleared down. Pelham then looking at work. That one worked out in front and steered aside. And then worked down once again in behind. 3:44 left to go in the second. Trying to center that one out in front. They get it on the stick, and now into the offensive end. That one falls off the stick, but Pelham there to pick it up as they just got to stay on side. They just do. The one thing I could tell these guys down there, it's you never want to stick handle at the blue line, because that's the easiest way to give that puck over. You just wait the extra second when you're inside the zone and then pull your stick handles. That one down the left side. Trying to advance that. That'll ride up into the chest protector. Back into neutral ice. Pelham then shoots that in. That'll ricochet off a skate. In behind. Held on to now and flicked out of the zone. Cutting up now is Anderson. Anderson looking for a lane to the middle, and Douglas just gets a stick on it. Jollymore's back there as well, as that tandem takes care of business. 2:51, and they send that all the way up to Cranston. Cranston brings that in on side. He's got some pressure, but he's working to the outside. Hands that puck off to Pelham. Pelham tries to center it back in. Back to the middle, and that one fanned on. On the right side. That one bounced off the boards there. Back to Douglas. 2:30 left to go in the second. Douglas holds. Up the left side on the Cranston stick. Gonna try to work that puck forward now. Cranston entering the zone on the left side. Drop down low as McPherson searches for it on the right, and that one falls out to the half wall and will be dumped on down for what will be another icing with 1:59 to go in the second. Back to the line, sent in down the right side. That'll bounce off the end boards. In behind the net and falling down in front there. It'll be back to the power play for TASA this time as the interference call with 1:46 left to go in the second. 4-2 lead here as Chebucto has their backs against the wall here for the first time in a couple games. First time in a couple games here they've had to work at it. They had a nice come from behind game against Cole Harbour a few weeks ago. But since then it's been pretty smooth sailing for this first place Chebucto team. Let's see how they respond here as we near the end of the second period. That one worked in the middle, worked up the right side. That one on and off the stick. Chip then brings it in. Chip cutting towards the middle. He'll have it on the left side. Looking for the shot. That one steered aside. Chip, and that puck's still loose as the defense there at TASA picked it up. Jollymore now gets it. He tries to fire that on net. It catches a stick and will be sent on out. That one left there, and Chip grabs, sends that down the left side. Henneberry working that puck forward. Sent on down the right side now as that puck will trickle back into the zone. Jollymore grabs it. He'll cut up the left side. He'll hold again and back to Cranston. Fanned on there. Over to Chip. Chip working that puck forward. Drop back in the zone and ricocheted off the boards back to Jollymore. 40 seconds left to go in the period here is Jollymore with a nice hard clear down the right side. That'll end up off the end boards. Picked up there and turned over by Strife as he works that to the middle. Castone Gate pokes that ahead. Back to Henneberry. Henneberry will be cut off, and TASA with 20 seconds to go try to get it, and it'll be to the box again for Chebucto. So it'll be 5-on-3 here with 33 seconds as the tripping call. That must be our fourth tripping call of the game here with 19.5 seconds left to go in the second. 33 seconds left in the first power play, and we'll head into the third period. Ketty out here for TASA, taking on Strife. That one left side. Worked away and steered aside. Over to the left. Back to the line. Big slap shot in there. That one tipped aside over the right side. TASA with a nice chance at the end of the period. They score with 6 seconds left. Some stick handles end up in the back of the net. And the 5-on-3 proving too much for Chebucto, and it'll be 5-2 now. So a 3-goal deficit here for the TASA team going into the third period. 6.1 on the clock. Is that a bit of a backbreaker? It was Chebucto who scored at the end of that first period. And the end of the second period here, the 3-goal lead. So Chebucto with some definite work to do. 1:43 on that second power play too. That one sent to the skates, and that'll take us to the end of the second. So we'll be back in about 30 seconds here for the third. What a second period that was. All right, We are back here for the third period as some work to do for the Chebucto side, and they still got a minute 40 to go on the power play, or the penalty kill, the power play there for TASA. So it all starts with killing this one off. Down the left side, Sutcliffe tries to work that ahead. It gets stopped up. Left side cutting in. Looking for a lane to the net. That one's whistled high over the left side. Back in the zone now, Jollymore grabs. Jollymore fires that one, it'll hit a stick and go to the opposite end. Back to Jollymore now on the line. Jollymore flicks that one down with authority. And it'll bounce off those end boards and out the left side. That one's cut off by Sutcliffe. A minute left to go here in the power play. Cut to the middle. Strife now looking for a lane, and he'll get caught up. And now that one is fanned on by Jollymore on the right side. Give it to him again. I'll shoot another one in. That one over to the left. They're going to have to finish the rebound. They score! So a good opportunity there off a hard shot by Jollymore. And Strife puts it home. And just like that, Chebucto is right back in this game, scoring a short-handed marker. And what a night here of special teams. A shorthanded for both sides, 2 power play goals for Chebucto, and at least a power play goal for TASA. 2 of the top teams in the league continue to go head-to-head here. Down the right side, sends that off the boards, work back to the middle. McNeil has that, missed the stick. Moret back into the zone there. Douglas picks it up, and there was a bit of a collision at center, but they're going to say it was coincidental and let them keep playing. 8:50 to go in the third here. 28 seconds on the PK. As Chebucto is going to need to turn it on as they try to jam that in on the right side, and it gets stopped up. Worked back. Castonguay sends that in. In behind now. Tried to play that one out in front. It'll fall off the end of the stick there, and he worked back into the Chebucto end as that one whistled down. 8:24 left to go in the third. 5 seconds left to go in that power play. So Chebucto doing a good job on the back half of that 5-on-3 to make up for that late goal. But 9:44 left in the clock here in the rink. 8:23 left in the third period, so in my expert opinion we might be looking at the rink clock here down the stretch, but still a couple minutes for Chebucto to work with here. Cut down there as Lorette tries to play that puck. That one then worked out in front. Now Douglas grabs it, and then it's going to be a power play here for Chebucto as we're back to 5-on-5 here for a few seconds, but it'll be a delayed call, and that'll be it there. As the whistle goes, and now it'll be to the power play here. And I gotta say, lots of use for my new graphic there. I know I keep mentioning that, but when you do as many games as I do, any little new caveat, you feel like you gotta comment on it 100 times. So that's kind of where we're at. As 8 minutes flat left here with 2 minutes on the power play here, and this is a big point in the game for Chebucto. Chebucto can get a power play marker here. They'll have plenty of time to try to tie this game up, but Cranston just stops that puck from going out. Chip now with it on the left side. Chip played into the middle. Pelham grabs it. Pelham works that back to the left side. McDonald works it back to Pelham off the skate. Pelham drops it down to Cranston. Cranston tries to play that back up to center, and good job trying to cycle it there, but you're going to need to try to get that shot on net. But impressed with the Chebucto cycle on the power play there as Jollymore gets it on the back end, and a nice hard pass up to Cranston. That one delayed offside. Chip's going to have to come back. He does, and just onside this time. Cranston to the middle. Puck falls off there, but he grabs it again. Cutting to the right side, stopped up, worked over here, slap shot. Oh, just tipped wide by Chip on the left side. Good hand eye there by Chip there. 1:08 left to go here in the third. Pelham down to Chip. Chip tries to bounce that off the back of the net, but it gets worked out, and it'll fall past Jollymore here with a minute to go in the power play. 6:55 left in the game. Jollymore turning it around. He might be able to take advantage of a change here. Looks like TASA able to come back for it. Jollymore shoots it in. Rebound still out there on the left side. Back to the line, just kept in. Jollymore, good job keeping that in on the line. Dump down in the zone there. Cranston's going to have to catch up to it. Cranston putting some pressure on in the back left corner. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Haven't registered a shot yet, really. Cranston now working in front. He'll bring that in behind. Plays in front. Big chance for a shot. That one off the shin pad. Another one off the shin pad. Back to Jollymore. Jollymore shoots to the lane. Score! That one hit the top of the crossbar. It thought it was in the back of the net. But it gets back to Jollymore again. Jollymore shoots again, high, over to the left side. Look for the rebound, and that one steered aside. And then a penalty taken with a hit there. So back to the power play it'll be for Chebucto. Jollymore over to the right side. Cranston's got it in his skates. He gets spun around, and that'll be touched up. So it'll be end of one power play, but another will be coming. And that looked like it was in the back of the net, but somehow it stayed out. That was a hard, nice shot from the point. .554 left to go here in the third, but 6:17 left in the time clock, so Chebucto gonna have to work real quick on this power play. His time is being killed right now. Valuable time. And it looks like valuable seconds ticking off the clock here as now the time clock is officially passed. The ring clock is officially past the game clock. So now we're looking at the running time clock. Man, that is a time. That is a mouthful. We are looking at the clock ring, so it'll be run time here from now to the end of the game as Douglas shoots that in. It misses off the left side. It will be a 5-on-3 though, as they must have taken 2 penalties there. As that one worked out in front, misses on the right side. Stick handle, they're getting pressure, but they still manage to grab it. Cranston works that back to the left side. Walking in, Henneberry looking to shoot. Shoots that in low. Puck still loose there on the left side. They're going to bat at it. Worked it back, and they find the back of the net. So a quick one there. And it's a 1-goal game here with 5:10, and they get it one done on the power play here, the 5-on-3. So 5-4 here with 4:59 to go here in the third, and they're going to line up quick here, and they still have a power play. They got to send these guys out and drop the puck here, and it is dropped in there, so they got 1 minute and 33 seconds on the power play to tie this up. What a wild game this has been here at St. Margaret's Bay. Back and forth from the first whistle. All right, up the left side, held on to. Douglas cuts out of the zone. He's looking to the middle. He grabs it. That one gets knocked off the stick there. Metlich picks up on it. He'll try to center that one out in front. It'll be back to TASA as they work that up the opposite side. Douglas picks up on it. That one gets it to a shin pad, and then TASA with a great clear back the other way. 4:19 left to go in the game. 1 minute left to go in the power play. He's getting pushed in against the boards there, and they're going to try to work it out down the right side. Chebucto grabs. Worked out in front, into the offensive end, stick handle out of the zone. Backhanded over to the left side, steered ahead, try to get rid of it, and then backhanded out the other way. And that 36 seconds left to the power play is Douglas the only man back, and they're going to get a switch out here. So it'll be cut down the right side. Chebucto with fresh legs, sends it to McNeil on the left as he flicks that puck up ahead, and it'll be sent in and covered up. 3:36 left to go in the game. 22 seconds in the power play. They're going to have to line up quickly. Puck getting ready to drop. Lorette wins that, but it'll be up to TASA first, and they send that down. On net there, and they leave that puck, but it's a power play, so there won't be any whistle as Jollymore picks it up in the zone. Jollymore down the left side. Jollymore bringing it in the zone, and he'll have an odd man rush with him. Cutting in, Jollymore to the middle, and that one just knocked off at the last second here. 3 minutes to go in the game. We're back to even strength here. That one works to front. A funny bounce again, and it finds the back of the net, and we are tied 5-5 on what will be Jollymore's goal, and the second one to take a funny bounce. It's loud in here as somehow this game is all squared. The 5-on-3 late, giving up the 3 goals, and 2:35 left to go, and these teams are tied. And I have a feeling we're going to be seeing these two teams have some similar games to this as this season continues. Over to the right side, Chebucto all over TASA right now. Down the right side, TASA grabs it on the left. Gets sent in. Jollymore's trying to catch up on the left side, and he gets a nice defensive play there to get it away, and he'll get pushed down from behind, and now Pelham grabs it. Pelham's got Jollymore with him as that one poked over to the left side. 2 minutes to go in this game. Work down into Pelham. Pelham back to the line. In the defensive zone. Sent down. Castonguay grabs it. That one into the offensive end. Lorette tags up. Pelham now grabs it. Into the middle. Pelham grabs it. Once again, backhanded by Pelham. Down the right side, Cranston tries to catch up. It's in behind. 1:40 left to go in this game. Raptor on the other side. Picked up by Chip. Chip with a nice play, but it falls out of the zone as now it's just neutral zone battling as Castonguay sends that down. 1:30 left to go. Chip then tries to center up front and misses the stick of Cranston, but it'll get Jollymore on the back end. Jollymore stepping in, shoots high over the net. That one chopped down. Castonguay takes a swing, but it'll go past his stick. And 1:14 left to play as Jollymore will have to chase. Jollymore looking, and he fires that down as it hits the helmet there as he's trying to find Cranston, who is looking for that breakaway pass. Henneberry then grabs it. He'll shoot that down the right side, and we're into our final minute of play here. 5-5 game. Douglas tries to shoot it in. It hits the TASA shin pad, and now Chip turns it back the other way. In between the legs there, worked down. Pushed over to the right side as they get into it down. Worked over to the left, and there's going to be a delayed offside here, so that'll hurt their chance with the 41 seconds left to go. Circling back on the zone, it's Cranston. Cranston's going to have to bring this in himself. He'll cut it down the left. Just onside. He'll hold up. Look for a pass to the middle, but he'll shake him off. Down the left side into the corner. 26 seconds as they look to wrap it around. That's knocked aside. Cranston back to the line. Douglas grabs. Douglas shoots. That puck's flying in there, and it catches TASA in the chest. And with 17 seconds left, TASA's going to work it back the other way. TASA down the left side. Just onside. TASA looking for a shot on net. Shot and scores! With 7 seconds left. 6-5, and TASA will come away with the victory here with a snipe over the top left corner. And that'll take us to the end here on a buzzer beater of a goal. TASA's first chance will end up in a long time. Will end up in the back of the net, and that'll take us to the end of this game. It is loud in here, but that'll be the final result. 6-5 as they console each other in the opposite end there, but that'll take us to the end of the game here. This is High Button Sports. I'm Jeff Warburton. Thanks for tuning in.